You're from New Jersey.
I
That's
am.
cool.
Yeah, I was gonna wear a shirt that said I'm from New Jersey, but I have one. Someone gave that to me.
That it's not something you just purchased.
I didn't make this
No.
up just now because it's not even like funny. I actually have this thing.
Who got it for you? Who gave it to you?
A photographer who took pictures of me during a show which I can't remember where I was. So it obviously no, it wasn't New Jersey. It was St. Louis. It was St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Wow.
St. Louis.
Are you offended at a New Jersey shirt, or do you appreciate it?
I like it. I like
Okay.
it. It makes me happy. New Jersey.
Is it the memory of New Jersey? Because I feel like I'd be a little embarrassed. I'm from New Jersey, and I don't know if I'd wear that shirt.
Where are you from in New Jersey?
I'm from.
Wait, I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, the entire room is from New Jersey right now.
Really?
Yeah.
He's from Philadelphia. He's right outside.
Okay.
Keith isn't. He's from Massachusetts.
I'm from Jersey.
You're
Heather's from Jersey.
Where are you from Jersey?
Mountain Lakes.
Oh, okay. I don't know where that is.
Tiny town in the north.
Yeah, it's
north
up by me.
Jersey.
You ever heard of a little town called Old Bridge?
Who was talking? Who was that?
Heather's in the other room.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, Old Bridge.
Old Bridge. Yes, I know Old Bridge, New Jersey.
What?
What?
Yeah, you know it.
I'm from. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to.
I know where you're from. It's
you
all
from?
over the internet. Dude.
Rumson.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You're from Rumson.
Rumson.
Is that you didn't know that it was all over the internet?
No, and I also didn't know that my cell phone is on some forums too.
What? How does that happen? How does that come to be? And who tells you?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I find out because people call me. There was one time, like this girl would nonstop calling me. It was absolutely the most annoying thing in the world. But I mean, I can't be too mad because she's a fan. But like, it's just like 3, 4. She was actually from Brazil, so this doesn't really make any sense.
From Brazil?
Yeah.
You know how much that call cost her? A lot of money.
A lot of money, but she was FaceTiming, so she's a smart fan.
She's economical.
Yes, she's
she gets
using
it.
Brazilian internets.
Who leaks that number? Like, is it your friend? Is it someone that you didn't really know, but just happen to have your number? Who leaked it? How does that happen?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, but that just reminded me. Do you know what I used to do?
What?
Okay, so one time, this was like a year ago. Before I could never do this now, it would just be really bad press.
Okay.
But I decided to mess with my friend. We like to mess with our friends, right?
Of course.
I decided to mess with my friend, and I posted his number and I said, "Hey everybody, I'm getting rid of this phone tomorrow, but it's my phone number. Everyone go ahead and leave a voicemail if I don't pick up right away." But everyone has to send 5 text messages. There's a glitch in my phone where I only see 5 text messages that comes up as one.
Oh my God.
So 6 painful hours later and about 20,000 calls.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
He had to get a new phone and a new number, but it was a whole mess because he was on like a family plan. So I felt really bad that day, and I'll probably never do that again.
So you said you wouldn't be able to do that now because you'd get bad press, but
I would, yeah.
You brought up like something interesting because you have been known for a while. You've been doing YouTube since 2009.
Yeah, I have, and some mighty embarrassing videos to boot.
Do you really think that some of your like, what video do you find embarrassing that's online?
I don't know. Maybe like, so I just, all I know is I see old pictures like come up from like screenshots of old, and even the videos are starting to resurface of like very, very old ones, like from 2008 when my hair was extra half Jewy.
Yeah.
And like very, very puffy. It was very, it was so mortifying, my appearance, and I'm just why is all this coming out of the groundwork?
Well, I think it's interesting because for people who are just starting to know you, right?
Yes.
See you again is obviously how the world mainly knows you.
Yes.
But that didn't just happen. I mean, you've been doing this since 2008, 2009 on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you did pretty well on YouTube. Ellen signed you.
She did sign me.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, she gave me my big first shout out to the whole world.
I mean, what is that moment like for you? Like when you get that call from Ellen? Because you were making videos with a girl named Emily.
Yeah, I haven't heard from her in a really long time.
I was going to ask, is she still in the picture now?
Oh, I have no idea.
Like you haven't talked to her since you started?
If you don't know, I feel like she's not in the picture.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I'm sure she's doing fine though.
Do you think she's upset?
I don't know. So when I was a sophomore in college, I uploaded this video.
Yeah.
And I got this call like 5 times from this person saying that she was Ellen, and I was like, this is obvious, this is clearly a joke. So I hung up a lot.
Oh my God.
You
about 5 times, 5 different times. You could call my elementary school and be like, this is just my friend, like making, going really in depth with this joke. And then I started to think, what is this? What does he get out of this prank?
What kind of friends do you have that just prank each other? I mean, this could be torturous.
Oh, I have no friends anymore. It's so sad. They all act weird now that
You're famous?
Well, yeah, but it's just like they don't talk to me the same way.
These are New Jersey people?
No, New Jersey people always talk to me the same way.
These are Berkeley people?
That's why I get along with you the best.
Yeah.
Out of everybody right
Dude,
now.
we're from New Jersey. We're Jewish.
Yes.
We have. I
Yes.
looked it up. We have almost the same birthday. We're almost the exact same age.
Say it at the same time as me. Your favorite food is
Milk. Just kidding.
Milk, yeah. Yeah. And your second favorite food is corned
Bagels,
beef sandwich.
sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah.
my God.
See, twins.
You feel this right now?
There's something here, and I want to leave you alone. I feel uncomfortable watching.
It's totally fine. But you're absolutely right when you say that See You Again is my first, introduction to the world.
Wait, favorite song from Furious 7. 1, 2, 3. See you again.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was crazy.
Wow. 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 Wow.
This is insane, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's nice there, though. You have something nice
At
between the
this
two
point
of
in
you.
my promo day, I knew I was going to come over here and have fun. So
Wait, I'm interested in this girl, Emily.
Yes.
And I'm interested in the fact that you do this with her. Ellen signs you both.
Yes.
And nothing, what happens there?
Well, I
You
mean,
part ways?
Well, the label didn't pan out the way that everyone had hoped it would pan out.
Uh-huh.
Ellen is really brilliant
Yeah.
at being a talk show host and broadcasting her messages around the world.
Of course.
But it takes a lot. It takes like a bit of a bigger machine to run a record label and a lot
Yeah.
of moving parts that just weren't there at that moment.
Of course.
But needless to say, that it's not. She could start it up again in the future.
Yeah, I think she's doing well.
Yeah.
You know.
I hear she's not doing poorly.
I think she's doing good. You
She'll
know?
really make something out of herself one day. I feel it.
Yes. I just want to say I love the fact that your voice is only in the left ear. It really kind of adds to the fact that you're on to the left of me.
My voice sounds better only in the left ear. If you heard me in stereo, ugh.
Some
Yeah.
people have sides when they take a picture. Heather has ears.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
she wants to be heard in.
Call her
I like-
left ear Heather.
It's very realistic.
Like Van Gogh.
But you know what? If I didn't go on Ellen, Atlantic Records wouldn't have found me.
Is that how they discovered you?
That's how they discovered me. That's what they say, anyway. So after Ellen had ended, I went back to college, and because it was free, and I was like, I might as well finish there.
You got a full ride?
I did.
You got a
Wow.
full ride to Berkeley.
I did.
Look
That's
at
nuts.
you.
For jazz piano, which
that-
just really wasn't my study at the end, towards the end.
What
but
did you end up studying at Berkeley?
It ended up being music production engineering, but
Okay.
I'll always play jazz piano. It's kind of interlaced in everything that I do.
Yeah, you can hear that in some of the songs that you've been releasing. See You Again. Obviously, you have the new EP out now. It's called Some Type of Love.
Yeah.
I want to get into the music styling, in a sec. But Emily hears See You Again on the radio.
Right.
What do you think she thinks? Because you were together.
Oh,
Ellen
right.
discovered you off the cover. Someone like you.
I think she probably thinks good for him, probably, and
Yeah.
I think she's continuing to be she has one of the most brilliant voices, honestly.
Mhm.
I joke around, but she actually has one of the most incredible voice ever. We recorded that cover in a practice room, so if she's hearing it, I'm sure she is hopefully happy for me, just like I would be happy for her if she had a #1 song in the world.
Cool.
And
Wait, it's just
Slide that in.
I wasn't smug at all.
Humble brag.
No, but it's a humble brag. But
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
I think everything on Facebook these days is like a humble brag.
the entire world is a
everything.
humble brag.
The entire world that's the quote of the year.
Yeah,
That's
this
the tweet of the
this entire interview is a humble brag.
Yeah,
you
no.
know?
Yes, my life is one humble brag. But I'm happy because
Yeah.
I never thought that any of these humble brags would come about. I never thought any of this would happen to
Yeah.
me. So I am actually
Yeah.
humble about it. I'm just a bit of an ass sometimes. But I'm actually really thankful for everything that's going on in
Yeah.
my life.
Dude, you're #blessed. You know?
See, I hate when people
Drink it
say
in.
So now you hate Jill. So now you're done with her?
I'm sorry. We can't be friends. You said hashtag blessed.
Well,
Number sign blessed.
okay. Well, I guess I'll just go find a new hashtag and a new friend.
Well, okay, let's make up for what's your favorite type of cereal is
One,
Raisin
two.
Bran.
Raisin Bran.
Perfect.
Thought we were doing countdown.
No,
No.
count, no count. Okay, we're
God, he hates me.
we're very similar though.
He hates me.
All right. So you end with Emily and you end with Ellen. You go
Yeah.
back to Berkeley. Are you bummed at this point in your life?
I'm a little bummed, but I know that there's something different in the
Yeah?
future because Ellen always said that I could come back on the show, and she kept her promise. I went and performed "See You Again" on Ellen. That was the first show that I ever played "See You Again" with Wiz on.
That's full circle.
Full circle. Really, really, she's an amazing, amazing lady.
Yeah.
And I'd love to go back on the show if she invited me. And she's just an incredible woman. And I think from that point on, the song was like only #1 on iTunes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wonder if it's going to be #1 on iTunes tomorrow. And then it was like #1 for 12 weeks.
Wow.
Around the world. So that's just amazing. I can't believe I'm so happy that the whole world can sing along to
Yeah.
a song about like remembering somebody or celebrating someone's life too. It just makes me happy.
Because there's such a different meaning behind the song, and sometimes songs go #1 and they become the biggest song of the summer, the biggest song in the world. And they have no meaning. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You listen to them and it's like nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. This song has a meaning. It has a message. There's substance there.
I feel like if you had a song and it went #1, it would be called Nonsense,
Nonsense.
Nonsense, Nonsense.
That'd be the hook, you know?
Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense.
You want something
This
here.
song is such nonsense.
You know, my friend, I have 65 radio stations to blow that track up on.
Amazing.
Let's do this.
Let's make this record.
Yeah, I don't do much on. I provide nonsense, and
It's
then
a-
you can turn it into something decent.
It's a smash for
It is.
sure.
You know? Do you feel like you know what a smash record sounds like now that you have "See You Again"?
That's a good question. I don't know what a smash record sounds like at all. I honestly don't. I know how to make a good sound because I produced the record too.
Okay.
I know how to make them sonically sound good, and I know what I know I have perfect pitch, which means if you like hit something like that's a F, you can't tell, but like if someone has perfect
What
pitch
is
listening-
this?
D, because if you hit it again, do you hear the
Yeah.
reverberation coming off of it?
Uh-huh.
Hit it again. That's the note that's coming off after, not the actual slap of your hand, but
It's
the after.
Wow.
So the sonics after you hit your hand.
Okay,
The
Wow.
it
that's
comes-
interesting.
It's a D.
Do you want to know something crazy?
Yes.
I went to school for music,
Yeah.
and we had to take a test like that.
Oh my God, you should have like cheated on those tests with
We're
me.
like the same.
Yeah. We're the
She's
same.
trying to hold your hand.
Back to the same.
Are you trying to hold my hand?
No, I
So
just
we
wanted to get
touch-
close.
Touch fingers.
Oh, that's too much.
Ooh, you're warm.
Back off. Back off. This guy's crazy.
You're warm. I am so cold. It's so freezing in here.
Do
But
you want me to turn it up
Here, do you
for
want to borrow my sweatshirt?
Oh.
If it makes you feel any better, she offered Selena Gomez her
My
her,
flannel.
her flannel.
She said no.
Yeah,
She was like,
Why?
she was really frightened.
she was like, I'm cold. Does anyone have a sweatshirt? I was like, you can borrow my flannel. And she was like, okay. And I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh, Selena's so sexy. Anyway, so I think that, I like
Have
your
you-
Vineyard Vine shirt, by the way. It's very Massachusetts like.
Wait, got this as a birthday gift.
No way.
I did.
Who from who? A Massachusettser?
No, he's from Pittsburgh.
His mom.
Okay, he's a Pittsburgh. Did you get
Yeah.
it from Wizard Khalifa?
No. His name is Gary Williams.
Go.
Gary.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary.
No Wiz.
Good job on the shirt choice, Gary.
Mr. Williams.
You picked out a good one. You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So
I feel like this went off track.
you have. I'm good at bringing things back on track. You have perfect pitch.
I do have perfect pitch. So I was talking about like making. I don't think I'll ever know what a hit record sounds like, but I just know how to. I know like the notes that people will scream along to. Like
Yeah.
everybody loves to scream to. Like girls and guys, I know if they're in an audience can scream to a G. Ah! And that's why
Okay.
Bad Blood does so well because baby now we got bad blood. Everyone's like ah, guys and girls. That's like
Okay.
that's the peak for guys. That's the starting range for girls. If you go too high, guys can't sing along to it, and that eliminates them. You want guys and girls. You know, that's why that Weekend record, "I Can't Feel My Face," everyone can sing along to that.
So
Wow.
you're approaching
Okay.
this. You're approaching the record, right?
In a very mathematical way.
It's
Differently,
yeah.
and you're doing it in terms of some people approach it lyrics, right? They think a hook makes a record, and that's it. It's what sticks in your brain. That's repetitive. That's what people are singing along to. You don't look at it that way.
It's the phonetic. It's not even like Max Martin wrote "I Want It That Way," and those lyrics don't even make any sense.
Yeah.
But they just fall off the tongue so easily, and guys and girls, it's both in their range. So
Okay.
everyone can sing "Tell Me Why He Ain't Nothing But a
Wow.
But like it doesn't. The lyrics don't make any sense. I mean, yes, good lyrics are
Yeah.
important. like, and
See you again. The lyrics are the story.
Yeah,
it's a
the
message.
lyrics are the story. So in that case, they work really, really well. But the melody is also in a perfect range for guys and girls to sing along to. So that's what I always think about when I'm making the record.
And how do you discover that? Is that something that's taught to you? Is that something that you learn over time? How do you acquire that knowledge?
I think you have to be born with it, but I'm pretty sure that you can get really, really strong relative pitch by just studying and repetition. Your brain can adjust to it.
Okay.
I figured out I had it when the church organist got really drunk when I was 12 on Ash Wednesday. That's a setup for a joke. And he didn't show up when I was 12 years old, and I had been to mass every.
Yeah.
But I'm a half Jew who went to Catholic school.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But, I went to mass every week, so I remembered all the music in the mass, and they were like, who's gonna play? We're just gonna hit it on a CD, and I'm like, no, don't do that. That's so impersonal. Me, 12-year-old Charlie Puth will do it. So I didn't even know how to work the organ. I went up and played the whole mass from memory, which is probably how I think I figured out that's why I had it.
That's incredible.
It was really convenient, and I never really found a purpose for it other than humble bragging about it. But in this time of my life, like if I work with like an artist and they want a specific type of vibe from like, I don't know, an Irving Berlin record from 1920, I can flip it upside down, inside out, and take specific notes and flip it so it's not even remotely the same as that record. You don't get copyrights or anything, and that's the record.
Wow.
Now, when you do that during mass,
Yes.
how do your parents react? Do they go, holy shit, we got something here?
Well,
Or do we go, you're crazy,
Well,
go back to school?
My mom didn't go to church. My dad always went to church, so he was the one who said, "Holy shit, we might." I didn't know. Are we allowed to curse?
You can curse, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay,
relax,
great.
yeah.
I've been like suppressing the shit.
Oh,
Okay.
let it out, baby.
Let it out. Let it flow.
This guy. So amazing. So, and I think my parents always knew that I was a little bit of a weirdo.
Yeah.
Because I would always like run around school and like beatbox like music and like all that and.
What else can you do musically? Like that you just like you've acquired all these skills.
Mm-hmm.
And do you look back at this part like this phase of your life and think, "Holy shit, like I've been building towards something my entire life."
This is funny. I was really bad at chemistry in junior year, and I always knew I would fail these tests, and this teacher was just nasty to me, so I did the natural thing, go to a senior who had the test and just buy them all off him for $100.
Obviously.
And
Genius.
assume that the teacher didn't change them, and lo and behold, he didn't change them.
Wow.
But the problem was that, and I don't, I'm not, commending myself for, cheating on tests. I had no option.
Of course.
I was going to, he always wondered why I would just fail at the PowerPoint presentations and then just, excel at the test. But I couldn't memorize 100 answers. It was incredibly hard to do. So what I would do is that, Scantrons like they had in school. Like,
the green things
the
and the
green
little
things,
lines.
the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever.
Hell yeah.
I would take those answers because they were the same as the test before, and I would write in music notes A, B, C, D, and then if it's C, D, I would write C, D, and I would make a song from the Scantron answers, and then memorize the song, and then go into class, and then start and just I would have like a reference like the first. If the first answer was C, I would hear a C. I'm like, okay, we're good. It's the same one, and I would fill it all out from memory from the song.
Wow.
What?
And it was fine. But he got really confused as to why I knew nothing about like the dubla obling whatever. And I
Medulla oblongata.
thank you. We're
same.
we're really the same.
We're
You're
the same.
back now. Yeah,
We're back. Yeah, we're
You
done.
just knew A, B, C, and D.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's nuts.
That's
Like-
it. By the way, insane.
Weird. I still remember some song tests like from September.
Give me one.
And then there's C and D on top of each. I could play it on the piano. Like
That's so
I
nuts.
can play the answers to my chemistry Scantron test.
That's awesome.
It's
Man.
crazy.
yes.
Do you like when you realize that you have this skill as a kid? Do you go to your dad or you go to your mom or somebody, and you have to go to someone, right?
Yeah. No, I always talked about it with. I think my parents both knew because I would annoy the crap out of my brother and sister because we would listen to something on the radio and it would be like, you and me used to be together every day together, and I would hear it, and that's "Don't Speak" by No Doubt, by the way.
Duh.
And it
Got
would be, one of the greatest songs of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time, it would be the radio frequency would be so compressed, and it would actually and they would speed it up, so it would make commercial time. It would be up a half step.
Yeah.
So when you and me it would be you and me used to be together, and I would be like, and I would be like 9 and be like, Mom, why did they change the key of the song?
What did she say?
She'd be like, shut up and eat your Sonic.
Because no one else would notice that.
I'm just kidding. But it comes in handy for being sick too, because I used to be very prone to ear infections, and sometimes I'll even get them. It's very rare now, but when I was little, and I would always predict when I was about to get an ear infection about 3 days before, which is super convenient because I would take the medicine. Everything would start to go up a key or down a key, and I would listen to the radio and be like, "Oh, my ears! I think an ear infection is coming because everything's not on A448 perfect pitch. Everything's getting sharp or flat."
You're that in tune?
Psycho.
This is the reason why I have no friends.
Wait,
You're like Rain Man.
Is it? I'm gonna be honest with you. I see so much of myself right now in you, but in a completely different field.
Really?
I'm not even joking.
What?
When I was here's the deal. Here's the deal. This is what you do. I've been
Right.
doing this since I was 13.
Right.
When I was younger, I used to tell you every NBC local news affiliate and their anchor team from coast to coast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the same thing.
That's what. No, but it's
No,
that in
I
a
know
different
it's
field.
in the same. It's in a different field, but same.
Yeah.
Same sentiment.
Exactly.
Very, very cool.
And same thing back to radio. Like I used to, you just know it. You know what I mean? You become in tune with it.
Wow.
I mean, I studied Al Roker from the age of 7. Kids were obsessed with other things.
See, I didn't even read till I was 14, so I think that you were ahead of me in that area.
Do you read now?
Oh, I think the last novel I read was like a required read in 8th grade, and the book was called Hope Was Here.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? But wow, so yeah, you kind of experienced.
Dude.
You're in the set. You and I would have been friends.
We would have, because I would have understand what you were going through, because a lot of my friends didn't want to really hang out with me because same thing like you, I'd listen to the radio and I'd critique the music selection, I'd critique the breaks, I'd critique the production, and I just ruined everything for
You
everybody.
ruined everyone's time.
Yeah, and I'd hear a phone call on the radio. I go to my friend, that's bullshit. That's a fake phone call. And they'd go, what? That's my favorite radio bit. Why would you ruin it for me?
Wow.
Yeah, then they don't like driving with me.
Did they ruin dates for you? Did you ruin dates for yourself or any time like that? I would bring that was my segue.
Yeah,
into
go.
something
Tell me about what did you ruin?
Back to me. I'm narcissistic.
Dude.
Me. No, I'm just joking. I would go on to Berkeley. I would go to harmless little dates oh, let's go see this concert that my fellow students are going on. That are putting on, and I'm gritting my teeth. I'm like, okay. And I go there, and they're just slightly off key. It's like an okay performance,
Yeah.
and they're like, it's acceptable, and I'm just dying. I'm like, no, okay, that's
my
good.
God.
We get it. I would be screaming.
Yes.
They'd be like, oh yeah. They would see some people want it all. And I'm like, yeah, good. All right, cool. Yeah. Oh, good. Just like she would just hate me by the end of the day. It's supposed to just be this harmless little thing. Ugh.
I would offend friends. My friends got into college broadcasting, like college TV and radio, and and a lot of my friends who have been friends with me for a long time, like before I started radio and through the whole thing, and they would have me go to their radio station and talk to their class, and they'd play me their tapes, and they'd show me their students' reels, and I'd be like, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Right track.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Right.
You're close.
Because you know you're good.
But I know what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? You understand. I feel like from a very early age, I always listen to things differently, or I watch things differently. You know.
That's why 65 different freaking countries or whatever you just said to me before are listening to us all at one time, and everyone else is
Exactly.
like, oh, well, I hope I get heard at the 7-Eleven soundtrack one day.
Do you really feel like it's hard to keep friends with all this?
Right now, because they talk to some. I have some really great friends that don't give a shit. They love me for me, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I have my friend Tommy. He's through me thick and thin forever.
That's awesome.
He doesn't care how famous or whatever happens to me. And that's great. But there's some people I tried to have a reunion the other day, at we were just having a hotel party, and I was like, this is gonna be like old times, and everyone goes there and they walk in like this. Hey, so I know it. Oh, I mean, that's stupid of me. I know you're busy. And it's like, ugh.
It ruins everything.
It ruins everything. All I'm trying to do is just get drunk off Grey Goose, please. That's all I'm trying.
That's what we're all trying to do.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Left.
Got you.
You're gonna go as Left now.
That's fine.
So you
I'll
throw
take
this
it.
hotel party. You have friends come over. Are they asking to bring their friends now because they want to be in the presence of the Charlie Puth?
That's a very I should have mentioned that. So now they're like, like, this is Gabby. I'm sorry. She's a really big fan. I know you don't want fans here, but she's really like, hi, my name's Gabby, and I was there, and it's like, oh, good.
Classic Gabby. Classic fucking Gabby.
Yeah, classic Gabby.
I just don't understand why somebody would start an introduction like that. Do you know what I mean?
I know,
I've
but
never really understood that.
But I don't even think people know that they're doing it. All I want to be doing is I just want to be, I'm just literally just a regular person.
You want to get drunk, man.
That's all I wanted to do.
That's-
I'll listen to your music. I actually work. I'm not exclusively working with only big people.
Yeah.
Anyone who's making good music, I will work with them because it'll inspire me.
Yeah.
Maybe they're doing something differently that I haven't tapped into yet.
Is that like a motto or a mantra that you really want to navigate your career with? No artist too small.
No artist too small ever. Max Martin, one of my idols, there's a reason why he's like ASCAP's #1 songwriter every year, because he doesn't just work with big people. He finds new people who are doing different things and works with them and realizes that he's, not like gonna be like, coming up with the hippest stuff forever.
Exactly.
He needs to, but he learns how to do it from other people. He's a genius.
And he also trains them too. If you're grabbing newer people,
Exactly.
It's a great relationship that can be started there.
I inspire you, you inspire me.
It's mutual.
Yes.
Wow. 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20. What do you see yourself doing more? Are you behind the scenes more? Or are you in front of the camera, out doing radio promo? What's the move for Charlie Puth? What are you thinking?
Basically, like the Ryan Tedders of the world and Pharrell, and how they can be just as behind the scene as much as they are in front of the scene. They can pick and choose, like the David Foster kind of situation.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what you want?
Yeah, like I want to write more records for movies and score movies and just be responsible for timeless records. I want to work with people with powerful voices and give them crazy huge Babyface worked with Mariah Carey and gave her 10 #1s. I want to do something like that too.
Do you want one person to work with? Not one, but you want to keep it a lot of people, but you want to have that one that you're always your pride and joy a little bit.
No, I mean I can work with basically how Max Martin's career has worked out. I would love to have something similar to that if I just continue to work hard and not be a douchebag. I promise never to be that.
What do you think is being a douchebag? Is that the only thing that can really stop you from achieving those goals? Do you think?
Because then you're officially out of the music. You're focusing on, you're putting your energy on something else. You need to just stay in the music all the time. That's what's gonna make that's what makes me happy. Not being a asshole.
Set the tone and the scene for me in your studio when you're working. What does it look like? What's the vibe like?
Incense.
Incense?
Incense.
You like them, yeah?
Light,
Yeah.
cedar incense.
Yeah.
I want it to smell like Vermont.
Really?
Pine wood.
I
I don't
Rich
know.
mahogany.
Just rich mahogany. I want the smells. Smells are everything for me.
Okay, I get that.
Familiar scents. I want there to be
the woods of Vermont are familiar for you?
I don't know why.
Okay.
He's never been to Vermont.
Hey, don't stop now, dude. This is working for you.
This is the dream.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a crazy studio. It could just just I mean this. You make great content here, and you don't need fancy things. You have gray walls.
Thanks.
You said it was nicer than your last studio.
It was.
Yeah.
It was ugly before.
I see.
We're getting better. You know what I mean?
I see.
we got to set the tone a little bit. Some form of professionalism. I'm getting the wrap-up sign, dude, but I can talk to you for a long time.
What is the wrap-up sign?
This is when the record label goes like this.
Oh, who's the?
By the way, in my own studio, very nice. Usually the producer gives the wrap-up sign.
Oh,
but
here
I
you
like
go.
Mo.
I'm doing it.
No.
love
There
it.
she goes.
There it is.
But
Right
before
here.
you go, I want to know, you're working with Lil Wayne right now, or you
Yes.
have a song out with Lil Wayne.
Yes, I did. I did a song with Lil Wayne.
What is that process like? How does that happen? Who comes to who?
The record's called Nothing But Trouble.
Yeah.
I wrote the chorus, and I always thought it would be a really cool rap feature situation.
Okay.
And it's actually a collaboration between. I'm not featured on the record. It's a collaboration between me and Wayne, which is really cool. And produced out the track a little bit. Got Wayne to put verses on it about Instagram models and about the fact that they're just nothing but trouble. And
Which is accurate.
which is the lyric. And yeah, the record is I think it's gonna do really well. I'm super excited about it.
That's pretty insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to think like just a few years ago, hanging out in New Jersey, going to Berkeley,
By myself.
doing your thing, and now it's you, now it's you and Lil
friends.
Wayne.
Yeah, now it's me and Lil Wayne, me and Wiz Khalifa, me and Megan Trainor. I have interesting friends.
That's a good life, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
Do you, girls, how has that been? You mentioned that you like Selena Gomez and that she's gorgeous, and she did come here, sat in the exact seat like 2 days ago, and said that she was single. Do you feel like someone like Selena is now obtainable to you because you are Charlie Puth?
I mean, I would love to meet her one day. I think she's way out of my league. She's so beautiful, but I mean, you know, one could hope.
Is anybody out of your league at this moment in time?
I think there's a lot of people out.
Really?
No. Yeah. There's a lot of people out of my league. I can't. Who wants to date me right now? I'm doing promo on a bus all the time. Yeah, seriously. No one I'm in a different place every day. It's like my life is hectic right now. I don't do girls like hecticness, friend?
No.
No. See?
I'm the wrong person to ask.
Point proven. Girls don't like. But you and I are still similar. Okay.
Yeah, we're like the same.
Favorite
so.
dessert? One,
One,
two,
two,
three.
three.
Cupcakes.
I don't have a favorite dessert.
Oh, you don't like dessert?
Wait, that makes me sad that you can't have somebody. You know?
I mean, I want a girlfriend.
Eventually.
Yeah, I would love one now.
You're even through tour with the hecticness?
That would be amazing.
Do you want my little sister's number?
But how old is your
She's
little sister?
19.
Oh, when you say little sister, it was like, oh, God.
19.
She's got so
I'm just going to say this in every interview now.
She's been throwing it around. She's been trying to get her sister out there. Do you have a question, Dan?
Do you want to sing a song on Fast 8 whenever that comes out?
Oh, my God. That would be amazing if they asked me to write something for Fast and Furious 8. I would be honored.
Is that actually happening, or am I just making that up?
It is supposed to be happening.
Of course,
Yeah, it is.
happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't just stop $1 billion.
It's like the
franchise.
Now
Like,
CDs.
Okay, we've artistically finished. Like, no.
Well, actually,
They keep that going.
are you sick of singing "See You Again"? Because like it's a very meaningful song, but you know it's probably everybody's like, hey, can you sing that for me?
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't get sick of singing it because I wrote it for Paul Walker, obviously, but I also had it in mind for my friend too. So it's like I'm always singing it for my friend, who actually said that I would have a #1 record when before he passed away.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So you don't turn it off if you hear it in the car. You keep it on and sing along.
Always.
That's pretty special. You know what you just told me, the friend that you wrote it for telling you that you will have a #1 record.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first thing that hits your mind when you find out that See You Again goes to #1?
Yeah, whenever I perform it on a show, I always move over on the piano bench, and I always
Really?
like have him sit like you know next to me.
Adorable.
Yeah, it's just a little.
Aw.
That's pretty. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
I might cry now. That was like emotional. That was beautiful.
I mean, I could play it for you now.
I would love you to.
Lovely. Should we like do a break or should
Do
I
your
just,
thing.
I'll just run over.
Go, go, go.
Okay.
I love to be in trouble with you. This morning, yeah, you get it all.